Japanese girls have very Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Alvin.
My name is Suzu.
And welcome back to the channel.
本日はここにいるアルビンにアメリカ人が日本人の女性のことをどう思っているのか、そして日本人の彼女を持つことのいいこと悪いことを聞いていきたいと思います。
行きましょう。
Okay, so the first question to you is, what are the guys here perception of Japanese women?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know from my experiences, me and my friends back in the day, we definitely do think of Japanese women as like some sort of rare creature, especially here in New York, because
Why?
you don't meet a lot of Japanese people here in New York. But after I knew you, I noticed that there's a small Japanese community and like everybody seems to know each other. But in other places, maybe like California, there's abundance of Japanese people, but here there's not a lot of Japanese people. And when we find a Japanese girl, we're like, oh my god, you're from Japan? Do you watch anime? I think that's what everybody says. I think you told me that
Yes.
a lot of guys has done that to you. But for us, we think of them as very cute or like very kawaii. And I think like everybody thinks of Asian women in general as to be very passive in terms of relationship. But being with you, I could definitely say that's not true. So I think the top three things is that you know, Japanese girls are very pretty.
That's
very
good.
Yeah, it's very good. They're very hard to find, and sometimes they could be passive or you know in a relationship.
I have a question.
Okay.
Does the guy here tend to think Japanese girls are more cute than, for example, like Americans here? If I say American, it's too general, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Well, it definitely depends on a guy's taste. So if a guy likes Asian women, then obviously he's gonna prefer Asian women over other races.
Question.
Okay.
So in Japan, being cute is a privilege.
Really?
Like if you're being cute, the guys like love them.
Oh,
So
okay.
the girl's gonna be super popular.
Uh-huh.
But here, I feel like Americans likes more sexy rather than cute.
Oh.
So what do you think about that? Do
Oh.
you want Japanese girl to be more sexy than cute?
For me, it could be a good median. Honestly, if a girl is too cutesy, I think I would kind of be irked about it just because, what are you, a child or something? So a good mix in between, like, you know, being sexy and being cute is really good. Like for you, for example, you dress very classy and formal and like beautiful, but you have your times where you could be cute as well. So I like that in between. But then again, it depends on some guys' taste. For me, I like a good in between.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fair enough.
I passed the first test.
So, moving on to the next question. I want to ask you, what is the pros of having a Japanese girlfriend?
Like you?
Like me!
Let me think. There
Should be an instant answer right away.
No. Yeah, there's a couple big ones that I could definitely name right off the bat. One being language.
Okay.
I totally believe that if you want to learn a language and you're with somebody, that's the best way to learn. So for me, if I'm ever watching a movie in Japanese, a TV show, or like anime, and I don't know what they're saying, I could just instantly turn to her and be like, hey, what does this mean? And it's like instantaneous right there. She could let me know. And if I want to learn, she's there as an instant resource for me. She could tell me, hey, that's wrong, hey, that's right. I'm more of a visual and like hearing learner. So hearing it from her definitely helps me out with my Japanese learning, which kind of comes into the other part is like anime. Like I'm a big fan of anime, as you guys can see from the background. She will watch animes with me. She can recommend animes for me. She could totally understand why I could spend hours on a computer just watching anime, and she'll be totally fine because she does the same thing too. Are you okay with me watching a lot of anime?
I love it.
Okay.
We can talk about anime, but like as Alvin said, sometimes the subtitle is wrong. So I have to, of course, address that so that he doesn't perceive the content in a wrong way.
She told me like One Punch Man is actually funnier in Japanese.
A lot of animes are funnier.
Which is why I kind of want to learn because I want to laugh more. With all the things going on around the world, I need more laughter. Also, food is really, really big. When we first went to Japan, Suzu introduced me to a lot of different things that I really, really enjoy now. Like gyudon.
Matsuyadon.
Matsuyadon. Oh god, I love Matsuyadon. And then like really good sushi. I've had sushi here before, but not to the extent of having really, really good sushi when I went to Japan. Like the conveyor belt sushi. So we actually went to this really, really nice place in Ginza that was
So good.
so good. Apparently, if you don't get there early enough, you have to wait like an hour or 2 hours just to get in the restaurant to eat. And we were so lucky that we were one of the first ones there. And yeah, it was well worth the $100
The woman
to spend.
was running.
The woman was
remember?
running? Oh yeah, like somebody was like, no!
She was the first one to get in.
All her efforts was worth it. A lot of things that we ate over there was really, really delicious. And now I get to try it out over here when she cooks. Also, Japanese girls have very, very good manners. Like, I mean, Suzu was brought up the right way.
Thanks to my mom.
She always tells me, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do this. The biggest thing she does is, hey, don't chew with your mouth open. And I really didn't realize it previously that I did that a lot. But with her, I feel like I'm becoming more of a proper person. And I really thank her for that. And the last thing is they're very, very good partners. Like Suzu is very nice to me. She's very supportive. She will cheer me on whatever I do. She just gets mad at me whenever I bang my keyboard when I'm playing a video game. But that's about it.
Yes.
She's very supportive, very loyal. And yeah, I couldn't ask for anything else.
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so thank you for the answers.
Okay,
Very
wonderful.
helpful, I think. I feel like it was like a benefit of having Suzu as a girlfriend, but well.
I can't speak for every Japanese girl out there, but this is just based on my experience with Suzu. But knowing her friends and meeting them, I can definitely tell you that they're very nice. They're very sweet. They're just very caring. So I really hope you guys go out there and meet yourself a Japanese girl. And if you want me to make a video on how to get one, please let me know.
Okay, so now that you guys heard about the benefit of having a Japanese girlfriend, let me ask him what are the cons.
Ooh.
This could be a fight after video, okay?
Guys, save me, please. Alright, disclaimer, guys. Again, this is based on my experience with Suzu. I've never dated any other Japanese girl. At least I don't think so.
What does that mean?
She's very nice, but she does have certain things that, you know, I feel like, oh god, here we go again.
What is it?
One thing is that she's very stubborn. I don't know if every Japanese girl is like that. She's very hard-headed at times. And sometimes we just butt heads about something that I just like totally shut down. I just like walk out, go cool off, and yeah, come back and she's like, are you gonna say sorry now? I'm like, oh god.
I think that's just me. I don't think not a lot of Japanese girls are like that.
Also, one big thing about Suzu is that she likes to cuddle a lot, and even in hot weather. Like literally, I will tell her like all the time, please do not touch me. It's really, really hot. 5 seconds later, she goes,
But I need hugs.
like, I don't want to be mean. I'm like, get off, right? But she just stays on until like a pool of sweat just kind of like builds up on my shoulder or like on my back or on my shirt. No, it's so true. She's like a heat generator. One thing that I do want to say is that language sometimes is kind of a con. So for example, if Suzu's speaking Japanese to her friends or family, I feel left out. And also for me, if I'm speaking Tagalog, she kind of is like, what is he saying? So it's kind of like a back and forth, like translating a lot, especially when we go to Japan and she speaks to people. I'm like, what is she saying? What are they saying?
I sometimes feel like I'm translating to him and I was talking Japanese to him. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's honestly the biggest part of why I want to learn Japanese, so I can understand. She doesn't have to like do double work of like speaking to her friends and family and then translating back to me, then translating what I say back to them. It's just crazy. But if you learn Japanese, I think this con is definitely going to be null void. But yeah, I think those are it. Again, just in my experience, guys. I think having a Japanese girlfriend is awesome. You get to watch anime, you get to learn the language. If you go to Japan, you know all the secrets, you get to go to all the hot spots, like all the little things that people who live there know of, not the touristy places. And yeah, you kind of have a really good partner in crime. Do you have any other questions for me?
Is having a Japanese girlfriend privilege for the guy?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you say you have a Japanese girlfriend, like, oh yeah.
Is that because of anime?
Yeah, it's because of anime and like
Or like some crazy fantasy that they have.
yeah, like, you know, anime, the H anime. People have this weird perception of Japanese people and Japanese culture over here because maybe they haven't been there or maybe they don't know a lot of Japanese people.
The thing is, like, whenever people meet me for the first time, they're like, oh, where are you from? It's like, oh, like, guess. And they're like, okay, I think you're from China. I was like, nope. And then they're like, oh, I think you're from Korea. I was like, no. And they're like, where are you from? Like, I have no idea. I was like, I'm from Japan. And they're like, what? Like, I never meet any Japanese people in my entire life. You're the first Japanese person I met. And I was like, I wonder why Japan is not even in the list.
Because you're so rare over here. You're
That's how rare it is, even in New York.
Because the travel time from here to Japan is long, but travel time from Japan to California is short. So a lot of people just go to California and just stay there.
Come to New York City, Japanese people.
Please come. But anyways, is that all you have for me today?
I think so.
And as usual, guys, thank you so much for watching our video. And we want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to us. We've recently hit more than 100 subscribers, and we're amazingly, truly grateful for everybody and their support. We hope that we can continue to make these awesome content for everyone. And as usual, please comment,
Like
and subscribe. See you later.
Bye.
Mata ne. Boom.